Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of Dr. Stone, Chapter 179. Okay, last chapter, they reached the Indies, and now they got across it, and they're going to use, like, cable cars and stuff. I would think zip lines would maybe work better, but whatever. But anyway. Stanley and his people are in hot pursuit. This is their last chance. But before their plane shows up, and we see the plane, the plane. We gotta craft a ropeway to cross these mountains. That's how we're gonna win this race, right? Of course, that only applies if the rainforest, Rulite lies on the other side. You can bet it does. And, we got Kohaku there. And Bonds on the high wire. Oh my god, what is that supposed to mean? Does that mean that someone's going to nearly fall off and die? Okay, well she's just hopping up the... Oh, she's used... Okay, I was like, how the hell? I know she's strong as fuck, but like, damn. But no, she used like some of the spare tires to springboard her way. Truly, Utsnay. Huh. Don't go forgetting how every day for years I hauled hot spring water for Ruri across the mountains back home. I could make this entire climb without any trouble. Arcady face. But sadly, I can't carry everyone in the motorcycles. So what's the next move? Okay, they're kind of doing what I figured would happen, is that they would shoot like zip lines with, arrows and stuff. So we got Yukio doing that, and she's deflecting the arrow with the shield? A ropeway with that dinky string? No, that's just a guide. To send the real wire across. We're in Rubble-tay. Dear Kohaku didn't take a cell phone, so how can you possibly relay instructions? The enemy plane is flying our way, so we wouldn't want them eavesdropping anyway. Fair enough. Besides, this tout string can act as a landline. Landline? Can you hear me, lioness? Not a lioness. Oh, is that? I wonder how she's hearing that, though. Phone by string. Oh, like when we were kids. Low-tech solutions can be handy. Okay, now we're getting like some kind... It's like, so they are having to deconstruct all of the motorcycles, I mean. Ropeway acquired. Okay. They've modified it into, like, I assume, like a two-person thing, and she's going to pull them. The pulleys slide along the stretched cable, huh? What a simple mechanism. Like when they use aerial wires to transport materials from forestry. Yep. Only danger is the weight limit. Yeah, I bet they can only do like one person at a time just to be safe. And they probably won't be able to take like hardly any supplies with them, I imagine. Leave it to the power team. We're Kohaku and Tsukasa up here. We can haul up 100 kilo loads, no sweat. Oh, we've got engines and tires. Leave the heavy lifting to the machines. I'm more worried about the cable holding it together. See, that's what I thought. Wire made by carbon and steel. Light yet sturdy, truly elegant, but what's the max load that our Kingdom of Science ropeway can bear? Roughly speaking, the limit's about 120 kilograms. Okay. So about 1.5 people. So if you take like a little bit of supplies with each individual person, that could work out. Because it was roughly around 200 when they had to redistribute for the bikes. We can break down the equipment and carry it piecemeal. Sure, if we make the trip in pairs, we just need to figure out the optimum pairs based on weight or body weight. Haha, good thing we weighed ourselves already. Pairs? There's more than just the numbers to consider. The real issue is Zeno. Oh, because you have to be careful with who he's with at any given time or he might run away. That's what they're thinking. So this is like they're going to do this like it's an old like problem solving thing I've seen on kids shows, but I've also seen it in like other stuff. It's like, okay, you have like a fox, a chicken, and oh, it was on The Simpsons as well. A fox, a chicken, and like a bag of grain. And you have to get them all across a river. But you can only fit yourself and two of the items with you in the boat at any given time. Or just you and one item in the boat at any given time. So it's like you basically the easiest way to do it is because, the chicken will eat the grain, so you can't leave them by themselves, and the fox will eat the chicken, so you can't leave them alone. So basically, you take the chicken across, then or how does it work? Well, like maybe it was the fox first, and then no, I forget how it works, but it was like you also have to kind of like carry back and forth as well. I'm thinking that's going to play out in this. Anyway, sorry, I couldn't think of the solution, but I'm thinking that's how this is going to play out. Anyway, so we don't put any thought into this, and in the end, Zeno and Suika are the last ones left behind, or left down below. Oh no, and is seeing her being beat on the head and him running away. Ha ha ha, this reminds me of the old... Oh! He's literally telling the thing I thought about. I love it. Of the old river crossing brain teaser. You're a traveler who needs to cross a river, but the boat can only carry you and plus one piece of cargo. And you have three things with you: the fox, corn, and the chicken. If you leave the fox and the chicken alone, the fox will chow down on the chicken. So you can only cross the river without losing anything. And if the chicken is left to its devices with the corn, the chicken's looking at the corn feast. This is a famous puzzle. Never heard of it. Try solving it just for fun, says Mecha Senku. The biggest cause for concern would be pairing Hyoga and Zeno. Lest we forget, Hyoga killed Tsukasa in the name of his ideals. We can't be too sure what he's thinking right now. If he and Zeno had a chance to chat alone, I don't want to assume the worst, but... I mean, that's also a possibility as well. I believe that deep down, we're much alike, Zeno. So now that hypothetical situation, why not join me and build a kingdom of chosen ones? The two of us could flee together and reconnaissance, or rendezvous, with Stanley's crew. Hang on, you're breaking my brain over here. Did she just say that Hyoga killed Tsukasa? Oh yeah, Chelsea doesn't know this. Chelsea the Blunt. That's just yeesh. Aren't you people supposed to be friends? What kind of freaky relationship is this? I suppose that would sound bizarre to you, dear Chelsea. Well, I may as well fill you in on the dangled web all of us have woven. And talking about the battle team and all the various relationships that the crafting team, the Nanami Corp, and then Kohaku loves Suika, Luna loves Senku. I do like that Kaseki is like dragging Gin into the crafting group. You're with us. And then of course you've got Max and Carlos that love Luna. Ought a kill going on here. What do you think? There are a lot of killing going on here. What do you think? Well, yes, when you lay it all out. Anyway, the real problem is Zeno, right? whoever rides with him has to make sure he's hogtied, so unless it's someone from the battle team, we're in for a bad time. Okay, and they're also very heavy. Um, yeah, we're pushing the limit in either case, since the weight capacity is only 160. Yeah, they're 8 and 4 if you think of Teju or Sukasa being the person that travels with him. They're over. See, I could always jump back down here. You're not reenacting the river crossing puzzle. Jeez. What? Looks like Zeno and Hyoga can ride together. Oh no, they're exactly 150. Um, Except that's the riskiest, baddest pairing of all. Teju, use your brain. Not a problem. Don't sweat the details, especially since we're on a tight schedule. Okay, let's see here. So, Chrome and Koseki are the first, and then it's Luna. Oh, they can actually get more than one person on there at one time. Okay, I mean that was also a thing on the bikes as well, but I was really like we'd be cutting it close with more than one, right? But we got Gin, Chelsea, and Luna in the next, and then Hyoga and Gin. So they're leaving a battle team person on one side, so that they know that like they wouldn't be running away and overpower anyone that might be left. Okay, and he's not hogtied. And then Suika, Max, and Carlos are there. And then, Suika! I fucking knew it. I knew someone was gonna fall. Suika! Okay, Kohaku is, she cut one of the extra lines and she's gonna swing down, I bet. Oh, it's the phone, the communication cord. She's thrown it, and she saved her. Yay. Oh, no, it was just the helmet. Shit. That was nearly A-Bay. But as always, Kohaku leaps into action and saves the day, and Chrome is starting to realize that's just her helmet. It was a total accident, but now in this moment, at the end of the ropeway, there's no one who could fight back, if need be. If he wanted to, Hyoga could betray us at no risk to himself. Well, actually, she's popped into the watermelon, hasn't she? Because, like, there's sweat drops. I can't fight while I'm holding Suika, and even I wouldn't survive a fall like this chasm. And he's actually, like, helping her up. He's a good, well, better dude than we thought, anyway. So that's where the bonds on the ropeway. Let's see here. Good boy, Hyoga. Consider me a Hyoga fan, says Chelsea as she's clapping him on the back. That friendship web was all splits, or it all splits into chunks. But you all sure do get along with a bunch of former enemies. How funsies. It's true, we've been through so much already. The origins of this mess isn't far now. And our kingdom of science is united. And there's Sukasa and Senku coming over now as one team. And there's the plane, boss, the plane. That's left is to cross the mountain deep, and hopefully that massive natural barrier will be waiting for us. And they're looking over the mountain. It's not there. There isn't a... Yes, finally our chance to leave them in our tracks. Oh, that does look like it. The Amazonian rainforest. We made it. This is our win. Okay. I want to know when did they transport the bikes? But yeah, so now they've got some natural cover. That's good. And the bikes will travel fairly well in this forest. So even with the plane showing up, probably in the next chapter, things should go well, which is good. Okay, and also good bonding moment to show that Hyoga is not going to betray them, or at least not now, but seemingly he wouldn't anyway at this point. But who knows anymore? I hadn't even thought about him trying to betray them again, so it's like that kind of came out of left field for me. But I mean, I guess I could see it. So yeah. But anyway, also Chelsea getting filled in on everything that's happened, kind of funny. But yeah, it I was right about that. Like the whole like the river crossing thing, like that. Yeah, I think the most recent version of that I've seen was on The Simpsons. It was like I think it was a fox, Maggie, and it was some kind of food. And Homer was trying to get her across. And it was like, obviously you can't leave her with the fox because it would kill her. And it's like, and she was trying to eat whatever it was that one thing. So it was like, that's how he did it. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that was an interesting chapter. I like that Suika actually didn't die. They made more or less a zip line in a way, but it's still, a ropeway regardless. It doesn't really zip. It required, manpower to like pull it. So, yeah. But yeah, not a bad chapter. It shows the bonds are a lot stronger than they would have thought. So, and Zeno is not run away, and Hyoga has proven himself not to be a traitor in their midst. So yeah. But the plane is coming. I would assume probably in the next chapter or two, but I'm aiming more towards the next chapter, but I could be wrong. Surely it's able to cover a lot of ground, ironically, being a plane. So yeah, like I would assume probably next chapter. About the time that they get to the edge of the forest, that's when it shows up. And they're like, everyone duck into the trees, and then like they like scatter shotting the forest, and they're all like trying to evade the bullets and everything. Like I could see that happening. But yeah. We'll have to wait and see how well that goes. But yeah, anyway. Overall, pretty good chapter. I very much enjoyed it. But yeah, anyway. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Quichling. Would you have solved this had you not been informed of how that solution worked out? I don't know.